Neon, I'm interested by. I think Neon's a little bit underrated right now.
I agree with that as well.
Minibu, etc. Really good Neon players.
Especially on this map, the Neon's really nice. Just having that extra wall to exec is good. Navi on defense, Fnatic on attack. Navi with a convincing first map, 5-13. We'll see how many B spams Fnatic end up doing, because that's what the comp kind of just excels at.
Fnatic, no secrets about on the way in, actually. The hero's got to be careful.
In reaction to losing Dish, they go for a big push over towards him, and the camera spots 3, so they really don't have to worry too much about
a crystal clear plan,
many
really.
positions.
Navi, once again, going to be having to be forced to play this back through, but 2 players working back in from Dish could cause a difference.
Navi? Wait, is that what I said? Fnatic with a convincing first map. Did I really say Navi? There wasn't much convincing on the first map from them.
Yeah, the plan's extremely good for them in the post too.
Convincing loss? Yeah, true.
Oh, okay, he gets removed by Rooksik. This is still game on here. Trying to toy with their expectations towards the door, but the smoke's in play here. They're going to have to be a little bit careful with this one. Navi have got their foot certainly in on the door, but the time is running exceptionally low. I think this is too late in the day. Fnatic simply just listening to the clock tick away.
Kind of took a while to come up with a plan there.
For him. And they'll be happy.
Oh my goodness, everyone goes down, but yeah, they had a good amount of afterplan util. Salvos into aftershock.
They had the aftershock, the molly.
Yeah, molly before it.
And if they did, they needed to move in the first 15 seconds.
And it looked like they waterfalled it pretty well.
Draw something out, because Fnatic are just
shots.
comfortable.
Bro, Crashies
Chronicle and Crashies disconnect so far from that.
We've just stopped muting them now.
We've just stopped.
Wild stuff.
Lyrically, anybody EBS knew what we were listening to earlier, but
I'm telling you
all
now.
I'm saying is I'm going back to clip it.
Yeah, can we get that on the replay at the end of the day, please, guys?
That one's going on the soundboard.
It's a classic. It is going to be thoroughly utilised here.
Okay, they're allowed 2 deaths.
Again, this round
this is interesting. Fnatic used to do this all the time on certain maps, where they were, instead of the second ghost, they would buy
Navi stacked
Marshall.
up for something towards B, but doesn't come through. Again, fortunately, it's going to be hero towards Dish that's going to have.
They're trying to make it look like B pressure, and then insta group over towards A, and Navi are on top of it, but just no guns for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're here. Shouts for the kill. Okay. Poster got 2 back. All right, it had an element of danger for a moment. The problem is that now they're held back by smokes in very traditional positions. They've kind of lost that possibility of causing problems. Well, against 3 Vandals, they really shouldn't be able to do too much.
See Angel actually lurking.
Yeah, they don't want to give him anything extra here.
Just
just going around the world.
Well, to even really pin anybody down, do some damage. So it looks like they might just give this up. Try and die to the spike. Don't want to feed across any progress towards these ultimates, because that's the other thing to consider. Back into a Brimstone composition as well with Teo and Breach.
Oh my god, he's got him. The patience.
Ultimates are just their
he's actually got him.
This could be a Vandal pickup. I don't feel this is going to go wrong.
Oh my goodness. When he missed the fast right click.
Did cost them.
Absolutely owned them.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I think Boaster can pick up a lot, some of the slack there, but they will lose out.
Teo and Fracture, yeah.
I
think there's a couple of EMEA teams that are just gonna get wrecked because of their read on the meta.
I think
K-Corp's one of them. I think Navi's looking like they might be the second.
Theory, strats, even anti-ults, all that stuff, and I'm really excited to see what Fnatic cooked. We know that they're kind of capable of bringing those.
How close did they get to the Teo?
The perfect storm sort of rounds where it's like 3 or 4.
You can't play anywhere on site.
Exactly, yeah.
Through this comp now. You've seen what it can do.
And this is gonna be the B spam that we're talking about, but it looks like they go for a different approach with that. Because most people will damage over towards Heaven. They might just be using the fact that everyone knows you can't play Heaven against this comp, and then they use different util.
On top of that.
All the fakes so far, but he was very committed to. Koala Noob rewarded playing on top there. Going to take away Kayak, but you can see what that spike is.
I don't love this round from Fnatic.
They have a completely free site. Now, obviously, they don't know that. And now it does look like Rooksik is turning around going, well, there's a chance someone is walking this.
Yeah, no sound cue just yet, but I think Rooksik is also very conscious. Somebody could have lurked in. The big gap, obviously, towards drop. Smoke going down.
Same plant.
It's this open plant.
It's, yeah.
Even though it's 4v5, if he gets this down, it's very winnable.
And I
Let's start looking.
Crashy's util comes
Molly,
back around. It shouldn't be far off. I can imagine that should be in play by the time they're under threat. Yeah,
gets 2 kills. Oh, that's the only thing they're going to worry about.
So again,
I guess Chronicles spam.
How do you move these players? They've got to deal so much damage and so quickly, and pry these players out of very passive positions. Boaster
still got the Molly though.
First, there it is.
Molly for Molly.
Buys him a good chunk
Teo
of time.
Salvas have come up.
His position's absolutely divine.
Okay, now it's all about stun a Chronicle into swing.
But this man looks like he thrives in it. Now Chronicle!
Okay. Wanted to get a kill before he revealed his position.
I thought he was on for an absolutely rip-roaring round. Not to be diffuse in. Well handled by Navi, actually. It felt like Fnatic had to checkmate there.
Yeah, definitely. When we were crediting kind of the comfort and how safe that disconnected position was for Fnatic, but here it kind of just comes apart at the seams, really. And one of the key things there to note is obviously how late in the day this has come across. So saying the window of opportunity comes in that first kind of 10 to 15 seconds, right? Either in the retake.
There's some nice util here from Navi.
Is being planted.
I think the cycling from the post plant was slightly off. I think Boaster should have been further away. Didn't have to use the Molly so early. Save that for later. Let the salvos go in first. And I think the layering would have been better there.
Excellent. Yeah, the window after the fuse actually comes through is 4 seconds, right? So they can stall out a little longer. Bit of pace change here, though, Lauren.
Yeah, they've just shifted up a gear. Straight away going to use the tail to clear out the site and then just probably take sight off the back. But again, they still won't have sand. They're not going to have anything else here. A lot of the setup's still in play.
Dude, we're doing it again.
Smoke's are going to drop. They've got to make use of it.
Oh my god, this is a weird round.
Done now. Maybe pausing for a fight. They've won it. Okay, Rooksik falls. Hero, though, going to pick up the battle. Takes it towards sand.
There's like 3 individual duels going on at the same time.
A different plant this time.
Spike planted.
Actually, Crashes, though, going to find a crucial kill onto Hero. Chronicle down to just 19 HP. Fault line will come through. A reposition, yes, but no semblance of safety just yet.
No, almost none. Kron just buying those precious seconds on the site. Alpha to catch the cross up by Dish.
Clock ticking away, though.
Yeah, and they got salvos. They kind of just have to save.
It's all about time now. Shao going to get past the
Still think they lose this, right? Because the salvos.
But he's got the util. Can he play it perfectly? 11 HP. You can't make mistakes.
Oh,
and it's
close.
just not clean enough. Koala Noob on the case. Close.
Damn, dude, they messed up. Fair play. I really thought they were out of it, to be honest, with the time there. I really thought they weren't going to win this.
Moment to swing onto this. But it seems that this is the pace change round for Fnatic, and they can't pin down the plant in the window you expect them to. On those first smokes going down, when they have a little bit of leeway towards site. It seemed a little the pause seemed a little strange. The tap on the spike, they were expecting util to come through or somebody to
Coach can change an entire team.
Sure.
Yeah, this is like the only game where like, well, not the only game, but I think this is the game where you can have most impact as a coach.
I think the big deal for me there was that post plant.
Well, that's kind of nice for coaches.
I am a little surprised in how quickly Navi have been dismantling these post plants. That's 2 rounds now.
Like, most games it's only like
should be pretty well
a little bit
of
impact, but in this game I think you can
that cycle hit for Navi
you can do a lot.
Very close by to some big boy ults.
Almost a moment here for Alpha to creep up.
Dude, losing that 2v3 is devastating for Fnatic. Goes down to an eco, means they can get extra money. They're about to get like all of the big ults online. Oh, with the Defi they get remote.
Hero's pretty uncomfortable now.
Cage trigger.
And the ult's going in. Hero's trying to just dip around this. As Koala Noob popped his ult again pretty early here. This feels like it wasn't necessary, but we are getting down to the thick of things. This is a 2v3. It's certainly not impossible as
Wow, man.
Chronicle.
No way. Dude, Crashes is unbelievable right now.
Putting Angel on notice. A dip up towards tower.
Rolling Thunder
Chronicle hit an absolute shot on 16 HP as well, but
no idea where he is at the moment.
Still super winnable because this guy's low HP. Chronicle has Breach ult, and then he can Aftershock as well, but he should Aftershock first before... Oh my god, he's just facing.
Takes a little bit of look, Kron. He's going to invest it. There's nowhere to get away from this one. Angel has
he's going for the Aftershock.
So he can burn the clock down here.
Chronicle doesn't even to look at the spike so far. Listens for the tap. Util Is it good? It
Oh boy, he greeted for half. He greeted for half.
Look at the spike.
Damn, dude, like really crazy round.
Chronicle just peeking before
Crashies and Chronicle.
Wins him that. Like, absolutely. If he used the Aftershock or the ult before he peaks,
Bingo.
he doesn't win that.
Because it's another 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds that Angel has to second guess himself.
So the free shot as well, just a bit of damage.
Beautifully done. All the tools they needed.
Angel,
here.
are you drunk, bro? Angel, are you drunk, bro? Did you take a beer, bro, or what?
Classic Fnatic reaction.
Yeah.
That's a mini special.
Void of emotion.
That was a pay safe card thrifty though. One that they probably shouldn't have had. I feel like we were kind of seeing
Nah,
Navi
dude, they
building
shouldn't have
right
won
back
that.
into this,
There's
dealing
no
with
way.
those post plants well, trying to find solutions. And right now they're only finding problems. And
Ooh,
Rook's got to find
all
forward.
pushes you
There's no way
forward,
back from
bruh.
that.
I'm
Crashies on
telling
the
you, man,
punish.
Crashies is the
They
raid
roll out
boss
the
right now.
red carpet. These ults coming in seem a
3v4
bit
when you've got
questionable.
these guns, you
Guanu's trying to
fade
get
ult.
close, but he's been seen.
Maybe he is drunk.
Really
What's going
careful
on?
Here, Crashies actually find the first, but second.
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
Not just yet, Alpha on the cleanup. It's just Angel left standing once again. Revealed here, and actually might be caught on the backside, but Chronicle unable to pin him down before escaping.
Spike planted.
I don't know about
1v3
this one.
this time. The odds are getting worse. And not much to be done there for him. Fnatic starting to get a little bit of space now.
I think playing with
Damn,
that
dude,
space
Chronicle's
really
the guy saying it. I'm just
Again,
following,
another-
following what he's
almost
saying.
a pace change, beautiful placement here on the fault line and the orbital strike. There's no escape from that, forcing out the kill once again.
It's also Crashies
Nice.
again.
Nice shot,
Like he's
Alpha.
10 to
Nice
4,
fight,
he's having
guys.
another good map.
Nice,
Another
group
Leo
up.
map. Really well.
They definitely got a
No
timeout.
surprises
It's
to see
going,
an RV
it's going
timeout here.
horrendously. That
Again, a
to
couple,
watch
well,
from a
two
coach's
back-to-back.
POV, those 2 rounds must have been
Defuse is sure,
devastating. They
Again,
get the
I think
op out.
Fnatic
Chronicle's
kinda
got
into
so much money.
that first ult cycle and having those tools available, they show what they do best, to be honest with you, which is it's that precision. The value on investment. It's not necessarily a kill or something, but it's always space garnered.
So then from Navi's perspective,
Crashies,
what do
no,
you
he
do
looks
here? Because it felt like they got an
incredible at the
answer to those
moment.
post plants, right? They were digging out those positions, making Crashies quite uncomfortable, even on that 10-4. But since then, it's still fallen away. Mini, where does your mind go? We do see a switch up with Koala Noob at the very least. Is that enough of a solution?
Just the op? Potentially. I would like to see them a bit more aggressive. We've only seen them rotate, I call it like sideways. We haven't seen them explore like the north or south too much, especially if those post plants keep coming in.
Now I wonder if
Like, you
Fnatic
need
are going to
flanks to
start
kinda deal with them
B-spamming with the
sometimes.
normal
So I
strat.
think a bit of north side or south side exploration would be good. And I want to see from Crashies here, do Fnatic have another layer to this tail? We've already seen
Okay,
it once
different
with
to
the
what
fast
people
A.
would do though.
Do they have multiple layers?
Crashies
multiple
says
strats
all.
to bring to the table?
Roxika's ult.
This is Navi's map of choice.
Okay,
so
they
I guess
might
we
just
kind of
spot the
find out
camera
depth,
with the.
right,
Sorry,
of
might just
how
spot the op
prepared
with the camera
Fnatic
here.
here. They look good. They're coming in with the composition that we like the idea of. For now, this
He
is the
doesn't fully go
adaptation here.
aggro.
Koala Noob with that operator.
Fade Eye
player, or at least
goes
part of it.
in.
I was gonna
Gets
say,
shot. Neon beats it.
Oh, actually, 'cause, they do force
Great
their way
shot.
through. Koala rewarded. It's Alpha on the other side of that.
That's dreamy, but this man's confident.
Bro, he
Crashies
is the
on
raid
swing, and now
boss.
suddenly Angel's uncomfortable. You can see
He
it.
is the
Oh,
raid boss.
Crashies with the little
He's
1-2
he's
step,
11 and
making
4.
it look
He's 12
so
and 4.
smooth
Sorry,
here.
it hadn't
Navi
updated.
already left in tatters. What are you meant to do in this? You can see a little bit of a play coming in from Shao. Slipping through early.
Doesn't
but the
even
trade
matter,
in play.
dudes. Crashies
Kayak
is
still
still
holding
alive.
up close towards site. Maybe trying to get a little slippery in the smokes, but Navi down to
I just
just
got to
2
do it all.
players.
It's been a plant. I'm not
that
sure
plant
he
now,
should have been the
Crashies
one going onto site here.
puts it
I
in
get the
play.
HP, but
Once again,
if
we're
he
in the
plays
post
off
plant.
site
Once
here and they
again,
got
you
the
got that
plant, they
tail
win the
utility.
rounds.
Once again, you've got Crashies on a heater. This is beautiful to watch. As Hero, quiet. Nothing to be seen on the cam. Promise you that.
Got salvos if he wants
He's
it,
just
but
got to face
Crashies
the
is
music
just
or try
taking
and
the
save,
jewel.
but-
4K as well.
Bro,
This
he's
is
just better
good
than
to
everyone
see.
at the
This is
moment.
the Crashies of old. Almost the expectations of a player like this coming across to the region is delivering here today.
I want to see it from that POV the whole way through. Oof.
Like you were saying, the tail util can come in, but instead he just faces and
Just
kills
dip
him.
him.
Yeah.
No, I'd win.
Again, he used to kind of have that brute force. It was always a clutch player, Crashies.
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay, I can't find it, I think. Was it about crashes?
Didn't need to use that tail.
Oh yeah,
that
you
round,
said
so
Spooky said 1 hour
Actually,
ago.
the other thing you were talking about, that was the adaptation from
Masterclass,
NAVI. I'm not sure if the
Actually
timeout really was just to address kind of a tilt loss in the anti-eco.
Forces them down
Whether
to
or not that
eco.
was actually
Still
more of a
has the
standard
ult.
look that we'd see,
Winning
or
every
something that
Angel.
they picked up on and wanted to address on the fly.
Navi in
So
reaction to losing
that's a
over
real
towards A
question going
main, take
forwards.
arcade. I mean, honestly, might have been doing it at the beginning anyway.
Now, seeing where the
And
spike
this
is,
can be nice. You can just
may
call
not
them
be
back.
awful, but
Don't have to take too many
seeing
risks
how
over
far
towards
up they've
A.
gotten
They
and
walked
found
into a free
no
site here.
resilience, it may not be a nice
Oh
and he's still
my
winning.
goodness,
How's
they're wrecking
Alpha
them.
still getting away with this. He's taken away Hero, and no one else is going to stop them. This is just the freest round so far.
Got a Guardian here
It is attack
in the hands of
fracture.
Shell. Not much else, to be honest with you. I mean,
For
ultimate,
sure, attack
sure, as
fracture,
well, Rolling Thunder, but do you want to
attack-sided
invest
map,
in this
especially
sort
with
of
a
round?
tail.
Spike planted.
Go of it. Boast is going to be more in place, but the molly then denies any
VTW, by
push-up
the way, thank you so
coming out
much
from
with the
canteen.
Prime.
Kayak this time gonna be
VTW2 with the Prime,
noted.
thank you for the
Don't
3
know if he
months,
gets
dude.
dealt
Thank
with,
you, thank
though.
you.
And now they gotta go.
Oh, hold up, and they're taking the raid
Spotty,
boss down, and
where's
maybe a
this
Nova
come
peek.
from?
Dude, how did
Back
Koala
in.
manage to do that?
Kron, the guardian of the cross, denies the next
Dude, they're
step
all kinda
forward,
aiming.
and Shao trying to find
Everyone's
kind of
aiming at the moment. I feel like the Chronicle Crashies combo is disgusting.
I mean, NAVI have done fantastically well to find 3 there with the inventory they had at their disposal. But Fnatic stand strong on the site, able to clean things up, Mini.
Yeah, I think Fnatic went to go for a triple swing to save one of the players getting
Oh,
aftershock or
he's-
something, and it looked good.
That
and
fast
coordinated,
bullet
but
double dinked him.
Navi hit everything. That from Crom was beautiful, though.
Clean up as well. And yeah, curious really of what was...
Get off my lawn!
being
Proud
blessed with the
substitute
player
teacher,
reacts
thank you
today.
so much for the
Honestly.
gifted. Thank you, thank you.
We just
Gifting
get
2
the-
crashies
that-
as
That
well.
is always
I mean,
the
he's
case with
answer.
Poster.
It's true. Showman. I mean, with genuinely looking.
Okay,
happy
Koala has
too.
ult.
Yeah.
Shao has
Yeah,
ult.
definitely.
This
The
should be the
energy
round.
feels much better.
This should be the round that they get.
They all seem just happy. And I'm
never do them like that.
I don't remember them being like that. Not in my time.
yeah.
Oh,
Was that because you were on the other end of the mic?
It was me, yeah. I just caused depression for everyone. You'll feel it soon, mate.
Oh. Well, yeah, you're in the greatest company. Yeah.
well, good luck, Navi. Held on these 2 rounds here, and it feels like we're kind of looking a bit like split, isn't it? I need to see more
Okay,
here.
there's one with the stun,
That's
so they
not
can't
bad.
get out of there.
Catching
Nice
Quad's
little,
pretty solid.
nice little way of handling
been
this.
probably the one to keep my eyes on
It's a
so far. He's been the one
4v5 and
posting
they've
the
taken
numbers.
down Chronicle.
Oh, yeah, definitely was the case on map 1 as well.
Yeah. For looking for opportunities though here. And he's got
Congonius, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 20 months. Thank you for sending that also.
I think actually,
Robbins as well with the Prime. Thank you for the 13
not
months.
sure if Angel would have
Thank you
been close
too.
enough, but the confirmation will come through. I imagine there with the smoke coming down from Ruxic. Cut out here, but they
Ooh.
force their way through. I was going to say, not checking sight fully.
This is going to be punished crashes. You're not going to go nuclear again because look at the time, 10 seconds. Ruxic plays this so well,
Yeah.
not overstepping,
Alpha's
holding
already in
that
for a
really
save.
precious area on the site.
he should just
And
be
it felt a little
dueling, in my
short-sighted there
opinion.
from Fnatic.
They have
I don't
so
know
much
what the
money.
plan was.
Like I said, I think Angel's probably caught a footstep or something which
Oh my
draws
God,
out
he's
the
getting
smoke
naded.
from Ruxic. It makes it way
Oh.
harder to commit to the
Wait.
towards drop.
Wait, that was kind of
was
sick from
probably
Koala. Knew he was
calling
low HP,
across
went for a
some support,
scatter
like he
nade
could sniff
as
and
they
it
realized
felt
he was
very
saving
weak on
here,
that
forced
side
him
of the
out
map.
into the open. That's cool.
X-Hacking from Dish has never been... That you had to see they had a neon wall and a Cypher case
Yeah,
just to
yeah.
get out. Like that level of util just to get out of that tiny choke. And
Yeah,
still
this
it's
little stun ult was
difficult.
good though.
Nice throw trap at the start.
In certain situations, it's almost plays against them as well. They're
Yeah.
cutting their own
I would
sight
love
lines
to see like
clearly
a
see
set
angles on
round
sides.
from
not a good
Fnatic with the
place
ult
to
now.
I'm gonna buy.
But we got a tail ult for like,
gonna buy an
what,
ult.
3-4 rounds?
Gotcha.
Like Crashies could have had about 2 by now,
Koala.
maybe even 3.
10 kills. He is leading the way for Navi.
Boaster's put one too, though.
Now look, and the thing is, if I flame Boaster a little bit with it, he always does really well. So I feel like I'm worried if I stop doing it. But right now, Koala's the one to be on it. Quick.
Yeah, no trade
draw
back on
blood,
this.
An assassination. And certainly
Good
no
for
attempt.
Boaster
It
not to
was
be holding the
job
angle if you're
done.
going to attack
Oh,
up.
is Fnatic creeping behind this?
I'm surprised they got caught off by that.
Yeah,
We've
especially
seen
once you see the
ult
Prowler.
being used before.
I agree.
Kayak in the middle, nothing.
Yeah, like they were ready, but
Angel's rewalking this.
Angel's
Now-
I was gonna say,
absolutely,
yeah,
I was going to
he's
say,
tucking
Angel's
in
absolutely
short, but
sending it.
Still doesn't feel comfortable.
don't like it.
Nah, I think it's fine. Once he's now got there and he's got the op to sell it, it's pretty good.
Boaster's looking for a pick here, but no one's really giving him much of a fair fight, right? You look at these positions, they're pretty tucked in. Maybe Xiao would swing or something, but these... Oh my god, Angel. God.
I mean, Chronicles won it, sure, but the crunch comes through. Navi come out on top here, finding 3 kills.
They all got everyone else.
Gives his life for the cause, I guess.
I can't reach the mute button to laugh in time.
They can actually get a pretty decent half here.
Weird.
2 more.
I think again, it's Fnatic are losing opening picks, and when they're not losing opening picks and get time.
Yeah,
to
this
go
was
into
odd
big
with the
exits,
op
it's
not holding the
beautiful.
angle.
But in the 4v5s, it's just
JB, thank you so much.
Well, yeah, and you noticed it as well, almost kind of stood out in no man's land.
Thank you so much, JB. I appreciate that.
To wait for the
And
moment
Soft
to stack
Teacher
up
again,
ahead
thank
of
you for the other
execute.
gifted.
There's almost
There's
no
real
reason to
account
give
this time,
away
I
an
think.
opener like that. I mean, you've got 3 people there holding the walk up potentially.
Again, my eyes turn towards Koala Noob. This guy has been pivotal for them, but I'm seeing ult in hand here.
This was still pretty nice from Navi. Right, they do the Prowler again, just trying to make it look like they're setting up the op. And they do think it was over towards here, I'm pretty sure.
Gonna go through first.
Definitely good to see Angel leave this, but I feel like he might face it a little bit.
Still around, holding the space up towards Dish. There's no late presence yet.
Okay, free sight. Everyone pay a little bit of attention to Alpha at the moment. Going for a lark.
They don't.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Chronicles fallen.
It's a bit
Ooh,
obvious at this point,
Xiao was on it
Yeah.
and popped him.
Xiao, we'll find Alpha as well.
Oh, he might have missed a little
Now they've
bit,
got a
40
fake shot come
HP.
through to deny even further potentially, but
Planted.
Spike will finally go down.
Again, those sort of moments, it is credit towards Angel for that heads-up work that they've been going for that open plant when they can. Guy can't escape the
Do
side.
they go
Navi
for...
keeping locked in, and Crashes, you've been good, but I don't think you've been this good. You're going to bank on Boaster. Okay, he does go down, but Molly just too wide in the end. Navi, gotta say it, reading this well, starting to find a road
no,
to
they're actually putting up a
recovery now.
decent
The
score.
scoreline looking far more reasonable.
Yeah, I do have to point
Soft
that out
Teacher
again.
again.
I
With
think
another gifted, thank you.
You're in the
And
middle.
Adam with the prime, thank you for the 21 months.
Yeah, again, and especially here, because you have the Rolling Thunder and the Orbital Strike, I think you could probably invest a little more utility ahead of the plant, right, to force off some of these positions. I mean, it just so happens the Seas comes through, so it's, I mean, it's a squishy target regardless. But yeah, I think you're right. I think Fnatic can probably dig a little deeper, maybe invest a little more to rely on the Rolling Thunder and the Orbital
even
Strike.
5 I'd maybe be happy with. They get a double up out this time. Double up, Lord ult for Fnatic.
Yeah,
They're finally going to go for the B spam.
One was going well. How about we get 2?
Great
Oh.
champ Rem up for this last round.
Dude, I've never
How do you
seen,
feel about
well,
double ups?
apart from NRG, which I flamed them for a little bit, I've never seen a team run this comp and just never actually do
I don't know
the
why, but I say
Yeah, I don't know why.
the fast B
no
split
idea.
when you then play for afterplant util.
Koala on the hunt again.
He's got a man on the other side. He's been good at the...
Oh.
Alpha. It feels like a little cerebral battle of some brilliant players.
Head of the cage though.
Does Alpha
Yeah, this is some confidence from Koala.
He's gonna tuck. He's gonna tuck.
I saw Alpha use all of his strength to not peek that one.
Fighting his inner demons.
Come on.
Okay, does
Great out
he?
here. Crashes.
Ah, the miss
Oh, he got
satchel.
away. Oh, he's just trying to bow
The
down
miss
it.
satchel.
Oh, Koala Noob.
Beefed
That
it.
was so good. And then it wasn't. Hero just in no man's land, plays it forward,
Great
finds
stun.
Alpha without his hat on. And now we're into a 4v3. This has gone topsy-turvy in a second. Boaster's having a go and spawn.
Spike not coming
Chronicle
through just yet.
had, I mean, they have like a lot of
No
util.
comfort
Chronicle is
just
his
yet
ult.
for Fnatic. Can't really set up. Chronicle gonna look to trade off ultimates here.
Yeah, there it is. Gonna send that flying. Gonna try and buy him a couple of seconds. And a couple of seconds they should have, but Hero, the slow approach through the underpass.
Boaster still has
have the Molly,
Molly.
still have
Chronicle still has
Some utility here
Aftershock.
for Chronicle as well.
He's on side though, he's not going to be able to use it. Chronicle just got stunned. They might be able to combo some kind of swing here.
Now we got to look at the timing, the layering. We were talking about this
Ah,
before.
that was
But
unlucky.
Hero,
So,
it's Ruxic just
The call was for
walking in.
Chronicle to stun and then they're going to
Shots on
swing
that
through
util.
Heaven, but then the
Boaster
Heaven
gives
guys
up that
ate
position
another
just to come
stun.
through and try
You actually
and
look
put
at
the Molly
Xiao's
down,
stuns
but
in this round, they were incredible.
It's just a split
Kill
second.
here and then just stop the whole idea in
That's
Heaven
their
as well.
demise. But
It's
the
a great
6-6
util
half
from
here
Xiao.
feels
He
almost
kind of just got 3 kills for a
miraculous
stun.
for Navi to come out and recover this.
Yeah, I like that. Navi,
Dude, it's great
Navi,
recovery.
It looked like Fnatic should have taken this, taken this half.
I still
big,
confused
but
why
Navi finds the
Fnatic
momentum
don't
at the end.
spam the
They
B
certainly
here,
do.
but
Koala Noob
I would at
lighting
least like to
on
see it
fire.
once.
Beautiful from him, but we're not done yet. 4 minutes left. 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 4
Satchel, there's been some questionable satchels on a map so far. TP Glansdorf, thank you so much with the tier 1, mate. Appreciate the 23 months. Thank you for that. Fast plays, yeah, that's what I thought we were going to see all the time. We didn't see it once. You missed the fast map, is it worth rewatching? It's a bit of a stomp, to be honest, but if you want to watch a Crashy's masterclass, then yeah. And it wasn't the longest one, to be honest. It did pretty fast. Mar the Bard, hello mate. How did Vitality look with the new player? You should actually watch the Lotus game from Vitality. That was nuts. Yeah, he's insane, basically. New York with the Prime. Thank you with the 7 months as well. Good to see you as well, bro. Appreciate you. 3-person cast? Yeah, the Tricast is going pretty good, I feel like. The Tricast is nice right now. Heffy44 with the Prime. Thank you for the 4 months. Team has impressed me the most so far.
Doing fantastically, 14-7.
The most?
NAVI, really, with a new
honestly, if I go
life,
from like where they were looking before to where they look now, just from
Oh,
kickoff, I think the Apex look really good in comparison to how they look.
EVS got the clip.
I think what I said.
Probably Boom is the team that I didn't expect to look this good overall though. I had kind of low expectations of Boom and they look really good.
That's mean. That's what I
Well, why are you doing that on the telestrator? Why would you highlight?
Hey. This is what happens on Neon Attack sometimes. You have a bad game, it snowballs hard. So hopefully Pat can bring it up.
Dude, I thought he was going to get both.
I could just sniff him out of the corner.
Wow.
Koala seems to, yeah.
He's actually on one. Like, we saw glimmers of really good looks from Koala Noob, but it didn't.
Angel's in the rat spot.
Oh boy.
This could go horribly wrong.
No.
So.
It's
It's good!
good! It's
Ow.
good! Oh, it's always
He's untouchable.
What with Angel.
Not even close.
The gods just flip a coin and it's either beautiful or an absolute tragedy. That time, stunning.
It's funny.
Look at this.
One enemy remaining.
Oh. You love to see it.
Damn, he's got that movement. Okay, easy.
I mean, he's halfway there already.
Yeah, I mean, he was the only person in the first match that was actually like holding his own really frag-wise.
As soon as he gets the opener, he's charging up towards Boaster. Again, if the rest of NAVI can kind of get behind that sort of energy. Brilliant way to stretch their legs here in the early rounds of the second half.
It does feel like there's a bit of a dip between kind of Koala Noob and the rest of the side as well.
Hey, I'm fine with it. Absolutely fine with it. If it's going to mean round wins and they've clawed back from what was it? Was it a 6-2 lead?
We got Human Drone scouting over towards A.
And if he is being supported
he sees
set up to
3.
succeed, then brilliant.
Sees 3 and might have heard
That's not
1.
what we'd like
So
to see.
the chance he knows 4.
You're going to get these from Navi, right?
Yeah.
It won't happen to Koala Noob.
Kayak's 2 for 12.
Kayak's only got 2.
I mean, Kayak has to find something here.
Well,
It's not going to happen. Would have been a big kill, though, to find that with the classic up close and personal.
Well, suddenly
didn't realize he was struggling this bad.
Relax,
Mate,
relax.
Koala's on his way to an ult. They get the plant down,
pistols.
extra bit of money.
You know,
I mean, that's how you get to the 30 bomb, though. You got to
yeah.
take
Eco
advantage of the Eco Cobra, yeah.
That's Durka's career. What?
That's
That's
out of pocket.
That's
I'm
wild.
kidding. I love
On
Just
broadcast.
because Mini's here.
Derek,
it.
that's a, I'm going to say a bold target, but that's not what I should be saying.
That's even worse than what she said.
You here?
And I'm right here.
Wild.
Together.
Friendly fire on the cast.
19-7 though. At some point
Oops.
soon, I will be asking the observers for the
messed that one
Koala
up.
Noob.
Don't do it. It did not pay off yesterday.
No, it didn't. And then got the Angel to spite me. Oh, anyone but Koala Noob. there
Okay,
currently
Koala.
observing. Fair play to
One
you.
more
I'll
orb.
accept that.
Gets ult. So pressure create as soon as he picks that one up.
No challenge to be had
yeah,
on
and
site.
they got one more kill trip.
And
that is just a straight up spam.
The site, trying to do some chip damage, and they've got us kill through the smoke. Watch out for the neon on the flank here. Bosa gets 2.
And look,
Bosa is just straight up spamming smokes, killing everyone. Hero heard them all.
Up as well, down to 54 HP.
This gets difficult. They've got to find someone else to step up and find
No way. I cannot believe they won that. Hero did pretty incredible. Ult goes in, hits 1.
As well. Bosa now put to the test.
Oh my god, he's killed 3 people through smoke.
I thought it's just Stewie 2K who could do these sort of things through smokes, but apparently it's Boaster as well.
Is he going to get half and then smoke himself?
He's just in this. No one's stopping him right now. Nothing is denying
smoke yourself.
him.
We'll do that.
Take the fight, and he does.
Dude, that was nuts, man. He gets 3 kills through smokes.
All common sense. They pull it off.
I mean, it's beautiful. Like, to me, this is... I know this is strange, but this is exactly what we saw from the last game for Navi. Navi got for arcade
cooling him
default,
out. The replay.
But this time around, Fnatic wanting to play this kind of off-site B approach.
Those 2 kills, sorry to cut you off.
Them.
Those 2 kills were absolutely...
FNC's losing their mind.
What was it on Split? He was getting ghost headshots through the smoke.
She's so pumped up, dude.
So I'm happy for Fnatic that they're identifying that.
I feel really sad for you. I don't know which.
That sitting on sites is not a good plan. Sitting off sites. I know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that can't buy in the next round. We got 5. We got 2.
Yeah, doing that damage through smokes is very common.
Oof, Kayak, man, we're having a rough one.
An absolute rotter of a game, but NAVI gonna just double down on this, right? Big punish. Got to be furious about how that last one went.
But this commitment's so deep. I mean, the first couple of bits of, first few corners, sorry, they get cleared here. Hold on to the space. That's fine.
I wonder if they're like trying to play off the fact that they normally do a set. Jesus. I wonder if they're trying to work. Like they normally do a set play with an ult here, where it'd be like contact into stun into ult. I wonder if they're just thinking that they would anti it, go somewhere else, and they would have a freer time pushing. The only thing I can think of what Fnatic did here, because they do this trap play a lot when they have Brim ult.
Yeah.
Like at least 70–80% of their setups when they have Brim ult on defense.
I know a little bit of chess.
I was going to say, was there
this is really not appropriate.
No, you're not going there, are you?
Well, no, the more that this becomes a bit like a co-stream, the worse I behave.
No, this is not acceptable.
No, I was just alluding to it because you knew what it was very quickly. Because these shots through smoke have been happening a lot. Any knowers will understand the reference.
That's wrong.
Well, I'm just saying, there seems to be some consistency here. Might have to do a little cough check later, we'll see. As it stands, 9-7.
Dude, again? Is that the same replay or?
I see you've shown us that several times now. It's not gone well.
I saw it, I deliberately didn't say anything when we saw each other around.
A little bit of niceness there. Give him a little bit of kindness.
Oh, that's a nice camera though.
Well, they don't actually, to be honest with you.
Kayak could do with a little bit of kindness.
Yeah, I mean, this...
He loves the neon, he does.
It's really rough, because the situations in which we're seeing him...
absolute savage at the moment.
Stunned about this chess reference, to be honest. Mike doesn't get it, but this is criminal.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I mean, if you want to elaborate, here's the time. We're in the time out here. Go nuts.
I'd moved on.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about the game, Minnie. So
that's not.
I don't know why you're dwelling on it, to be honest.
I'm trying to counter the neon thing. I'm trying to. There's a war, neon versus chess.
Oh, you can go ahead and...
Yeah, the stage is yours.
We should stop this.
He wants to leave to the desk again.
Yeah. Yinsu, will you take me back, please?
I'll do any telestrator, it's fine. Yeah.
Just to come back to that same point, this composition, again, it's to put Kayak at the forefront, right, in the action, in the thick of it, but... I mean, we're seeing a number of... I know you can't even really say that, he's losing out on gunfights, but the commitments are coming through. That a previous example, it's so deep and it's been necessary in that sort of situation. They've cleared the space that you would want to. At the start of the round outside A main, you get a confirmation that nobody's holding
another
up
go
close
at buy
personal,
rounds.
But then to go and
and
give
I
away
think
the
they're
kill
going
to
to do
hero
a similar...
so
well,
next to ropes.
They're not doing what I thought they would do. I thought they would go for camera, stun, or... I think they know that it's too obvious these days. Stun line into a neon send. Dude, I'm not sure if if my neon's having a bad game, I'm not sure I call fast strats. Like I personally think this is a giant error from the coaches. Like if I'm looking at my Neon and we got that, I'm not doing a strat where you stun and you set up a Neon for a 50-50 duel when he's 2 to 14, 2 to 15.
I mean, hey, if you're 2 and 15 and you still commit to this stuff, yeah. But
I mean, he's doing it because the coaches are telling him, but that's not the right call.
We were just saying previously though, Fnatic, how good they look. Yes, Bosa's getting 3 through smoke, but how comfortable it looks.
Guy's getting owned, man.
And kind of just
like I'm giving him a judge and telling him to go heaven.
NAVI at the helm of this ship, running it back well. Boastercore trying to drip through the smoke. NAVI completely catching them unawares. Yeah, your big damage dealer, Crashies, is here, but it feels too late anyway. A 2v5 post-plant like this, no shot. So we've got to kind of come back into this with fresh eyes, right, Mini? Because they're hitting a brick wall here. And we've complimented a lot about Fnatic, and we can't just put it on the fact that Kayak is not having much working for him, but the approach, if anything. Yeah,
just to interject there, I don't think this rides on Kayak not delivering. I don't think that's. I think there's a few opportunities he could have done more and hasn't, but I don't think that's why we've seen Na'Vi able to claw back to a 9-7.
Come out of a timeout call with a fairly aggressive approach, I quite like, but you know the Brimo and Tail are online, so like, these are things that can be used in these pushes or saved for like
there was one stun,
and it felt a bit dry. And again, the spacing between what if Kayak's got opposition on the other side of that? What's happened? Are we just riding on something?
Yeah, there was such a big pivotal round as well.
The numbers
big
out
mistake.
Loud, but are we riding on somebody who's 2 and 15 to come out and win a 1v2 or something there?
This is a nice spot.
So it feels a little, and whether or not that's something that was just discussed in the timeout, like you said. And,
Koala has the gun to take everyone down with the one shot, and Na'Vi,
again, credit
big
for
turnaround from 6-2.
Koala continuing his warpath towards that 30 you wanted, but as it stands, he might have enough rounds to do this.
I was going to say, game might be up before he gets a chance. Already up at 20 and 8. The opener here in round 18 as well. We will pause. No further aggression here from Fnatic, but we know the equipment's not really suiting it too much. So it's still key ultimates available here, but unlikely to see it here unless Fnatic can find a kill or something to cling on to.
I think my worry is that as soon as Fnatic if they are going to get back into this game, that the ults will be coming online for Na'Vi too.
Slam dunk round.
Is he not just going to get seen as soon as the camera spots?
If they do have to go to that length. B, take the tour. No hurry on this.
Oh, Alpha might be making a play here. He used to do this all the time. Pushes through his smoke, clears the question mark. He might be able to get an okay rotate here. They don't have the guns, but oops.
That was Angel to deal with him.
Yeah, Angel really heads up about that. Just playing on the edge of the smoke, maybe expecting someone to play through. There are still players. That's not clean enough, really. But how is there no help there coming out for Crashies? I'm surprised he's still alive. Banging shot, but the numbers still sitting in the hands of Na'Vi in the post plant now. Trying to get disruptive. Alpha with a classic.
Yeah, now with Na'Vi finding the kill on the other side of things, it's going to be difficult for Alpha here to even find a consolation.
I think the account just gets shut here, right? I don't think there's much more to it. Na'Vi, and I'm very impressed with Na'Vi because, again, Fnatic looked quite tricky, right? They were coming into this looking quite good. We had, as I said, Crashies on that heater looking fantastic.
But also, just to come back to this is also Fnatic on a composition that kind of echoes what historically they've been very good at. So further
Fnatic
credit
can
to Na'Vi in that regard.
Yeah, they've been holding the ults for a while.
Closer and closer to the previous scoreline of when they met last. That 13-8, which did go Na'Vi's way. For now, 11-7.
This will be the 4th round, I think.
3 maintaining themselves, standing alive here, and just building towards those ults.
I think it's also that 13-8 score. It was a lot about that defense, I think. They were struggling there, from what I remember.
Oof.
And again, not looking too hot here.
The one player who really stood out to us in that series at the time was Chronicle. He was the one who made it even.
Okay, let's see what Fnatic want to do on this. A lot of pings over towards Arcade.
Just to say, Crashies actually sat at 21 and 14. Maybe else some double digits yet from Fnatic.
Change up Kayak with the op.
Operator is
yeah,
in play.
and going back to the same angle where he got picked.
Lethal with it.
It's going to be nice for him to be able to hold this down.
Is this a little set piece?
And then it looks like we have a trap play.
Oh my god, they're going in
yeah,
on this.
And then Teo damage into the corner where it's not hit. They mistimed it a little bit. I think they haven't got the most practice with this, but it's kind of nice. Damage, breach damage in the floor, and then salvos.
Still start with a rolling thunder as well.
I'm not sure that someone should be able to stand here and dodge it all without taking any damage.
Everything was util. The
still pretty nice.
At the end through sewers. It's beautiful.
The meta haters will not enjoy that. But I do see what you mean. It was very well crafted. That was a little, you know, it feels like one of those cards you can pull out once. Don't get to probably run it too many times, but
this is what we wanted to see, really, just an all like set
Koala
play.
Has just picked up on that sound cue, so he's already rotating on the north side of the map.
Yeah, Roxic puts the smokes down. Alpha just has to kill one.
Still difficult with Alpha here. He's got a fair fight,
oh,
but Hero
this is a doable round now. Yeah, both are all.
Really good as well.
And everyone should be spamming on the top of it.
Things down.
30 seconds left.
It's very early on. Rolling thunder posted as well.
Damn, dude, they're tanking so much util. Oh my god. Roxic. Roxic got hit by everything. Breach all into salvos and a molly. Okay, the thing is, Fnatic can't repeat this. 3 ults. 3 ults and 3 of the big ults.
Already here. Maybe an indication of slowing things down on the side of Fnatic, not going to invest too much in putting him in the thick of it.
Why is he opping? Bro, he can't kill anyone with a rifle at the moment. The op's a good thing.
3 big power ults there. Something as well that we've not really talked about is Alpha on this Cypher. So like Chamber last time, I don't think he was super comfortable.
Nice. No.
But Cypher, he hasn't played Cypher in a long time, and I know it's not his favorite to play.
What do you mean by that?
He doesn't mind Killjoy, but Cypher is never his
favorite.
I mean,
at least he's smiling out here, doubling his kill. He's happy with it. Got his ult, still got the op on this one. And they're going to try set him up over towards Arcade as well.
So something to keep my eye on.
Big change of pace from Na'Vi. Done, double Satcher, Prowler, 1 smoke invested.
Big boy impact and a quick
2 smokes invested from Boast already. 4 passing.
Ahead of the curve.
Out of charges.
Here to potentially stop anybody slipping the net. On the other side
it's a good call from Na'Vi. They kind of just take the win of the smoke trade-off.
In a couple of situations that look really good here on map 2.
A drone just came in to check over towards A main, and they did see that they were all the way back here. So because of that drone, they then called to re-go here because they know they like left main and they had called to go over towards B. So a lot of mid-rounding going on from Na'Vi here. Angel gets a kill or an Orbi gets his ult, Shao has ult.
Quite often planting the seed of doubt for Na'Vi. Ayako.
He had impressive impact previous to now. Starting to warm into the game a bit. It is late, but he's found his man this time.
2 on site. Oh, they should be so dead on site here. No way, the backup ult.
Kayak does 4, but they still have crashes on the site. Hero comes in from Dish, gets what he needs done. A 3v2. Crashy's still
Crashies is still having an absolute banger. Fair play to him.
And Fnatic making it up to 9, breaking the trend now from Na'Vi.
Almost breaking the rhythm that Na'Vi have established. Like I said, ever since that first half.
As they alive, I have no idea.
In control, even with the switch over.
I the Nugget, thank you for the prime, appreciate the 3 months. Thank you, thank you.
A few times now, yeah, Fnatic having the confidence to swing some smokes.
Ult saved them a little bit here as well.
It's not 2 people dead ahead of the site execute. They actually have a fighting chance of some of these.
I'm doubling the kills every round.
There you go. But at least it's not too phased by it, right?
He's in good spirit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's laughing about it. It's the best way to be.
Because it's very easy to get kind of down on yourself, and it almost then makes the problem bigger than it is. But him feeling at least comfortable enough to make a nice little bit of light of it. And again, he is doing better, Mini.
Yeah, and I think that it also ties into that point we were saying earlier that everyone on the team seems in light spirits, you know. Previously, if I was coaching, maybe not so high.
They wouldn't be, huh?
No, misery was the way forward.
The common denominator.
It was me. It was all me.
I do feel a little bit worse these days. But let's kind of then look at Na'Vi, right? Because they've now been hindered a couple of times, and the big adjustment is that Kayak is starting to find impact. This operator is in play. This feels like it shouldn't be a puzzle they can't solve, though, right? It is a, I don't want to say a blunt object, but it's an obvious way to adjust. What do they have to try and clear this through? What do they have as ways to try and facilitate towards the site?
Like, will Navi have that camera and Fade Prowler to make sure that they don't get picked off early? And as long as if they hear one shot,
I mean, they've got a giant. The problem for Navi at the moment, sorry, the problem for Fnatic at the moment is
give them a chance to reset and take
they use 4 ults into the 2 rounds that they won, and now everyone from Navi is going to get their ults before, well, at least Koala's. Then we got 2 already. Like at the very least, Navi get it to 12.
Yeah, immediately on the X-ray, nope.
Prowler did just go in, and I'm pretty sure that just got cleared. So they know where he is. Now we got to look at the pace.
Mate, what are they meant to do on site
here?
here?
Still try and smother on the site.
Okay, that apparently.
But he still stands, silenced, but still answering the question. Koala going down. Who was your big man?
Fair play, dude.
But Kayak now starting to warm into it. They've thrown
He did incredible.
Every
time he gets a knock, he gets 2.
Exactly the sort of situation we were talking about as well. Able to reset comfortably off that first peak. Coming through, yeah. Crashes, wow.
Every Angel.
The head off Hero.
Every Angel. Oops.
Again.
Doable. Oh god. I'm nervous.
Sky, he's on 15 to 15 kills here. He's quietly been working away, giving himself a little bit of time to play with to get the plant, but a 1v2 ain't easy.
He came off it.
He's got to go back. Oh, that's
just agonizing.
Gut-wrenching. Now he's got to go against the odds. Uphill. Nearly feels impossible.
I messed it up a little bit as well. Dude, they have the eco, right? I'm pretty sure.
Unfortunate. Yeah, that could have been different.
Really, really rough situation. I didn't even catch actually whether or not there was a footstep or something to make him second guess.
The op is the saving grace for Kayak at the moment.
I'm doubling my kills every round.
Yeah, he gets 2 every time he's at op.
Kills for him.
Yeah, I thought that, to be honest with you, the past 2 rounds, I thought that Kayak was in very uncomfortable position.
Well, yeah, not necessarily bad spots, but positions where he can be pressured heavily with an operator.
Like, he's on site, playing on site on this
but
map,
also, like, why do they go 3 heaven?
As a Neon, it's not that common.
You have control here. You have smokes down.
Navi in the lead, but the gap has started to close.
There's a lot wrong with
have
that.
Not been as forthcoming as maybe expected. Koala trying to indicate presence.
And they got the fade all out of them. Koala's 3 away from his ult.
See the re-clear here from Fnatic, knowing now that Navi aren't going towards A.
Looks like Koala might just have to force this in. Yeah, this is rough. There's just a molly behind. No one can follow this up.
They don't have the cure to this poison. They can't get around it. They can't figure it out. How do they clear this guy? They're going the other way. Maybe the classic CNED answer of just avoid is all they got really to play with. But Navi look lost here.
Maybe another duel coming up though for
with the
Kayak.
Ping and the neural theft.
Oh, and I like this. The slow, steady
huge, man. He keeps getting 2 every time he's got an op.
Hats off to that man, honestly, to turn this around. Now, and again, numerically, it doesn't look fantastic, but it's a total.
Yeah, where's the chatter asking while he was opping? This is why he's opping.
When he started to pick up, I have to say it about Kayak as well.
Oh, this is rough from Navi, man.
Here at the least expected time, 11-11.
The funds dwindling as well for Navi. He said even, I wouldn't say a broken purchase, but definitely cracks in the purchase.
That's 2 again, yeah, dude, he's always good for 2 when he gets the op.
Again, this even to fault Koala in that situation, he's isolated ahead of the smoke. He has to drift ahead of it.
Supposed to spit in, yeah. I want to say it's calling strats, but he's actually just singing, isn't he?
Here from Fnatic.
I don't know if you can take it.
Yeah.
Next line.
I don't know, I'm not thinking, you know that one, maybe? He's just completely ignored. He's ghosted me.
So
I've been ghosted on the caster booth. Absolute mod check. Thank you. Vertical thing is just looking at Mini, literally.
Oh my god. Angel, where were we? Flying to the site.
Very nice though, and I'm going to have to clear all of this. And Hero goes for...
Hero's getting curious though.
Big play.
Wants to try and secure some space. But they're not planting yet. They're actually going for the similar open plant. It looks like
nice
punished
shot.
by Alpha on the first, but Shao with the trade. Trying to dig their
Nice
heels
shots
in
as well.
here. Macron, it's gorgeous from him.
Damn,
Hero
dude,
now.
Navi are going to be so depressed after this. This is a rough one.
CT for a moment. Now he's fallen. Fnatic taking the lead in almost the final hour here.
It's going to be
yeah, Bacon, I don't know what's going on.
Navi got
I'll be honest, I don't know what's going on.
To this.
They're trying to like fake pressure with it,
on the
but
back of the spy cam.
it just...
Chronicle with 2 beautiful kills. Oh.
Okay, it was 1. Not good enough.
Yeah, they talk about the 2 per round.
But yeah, I mean,
Okay,
still, you look at
one
it,
last chance, and he did get an outlaw just because they were going to have low armor for this one, and then now gets the op out.
Yeah, this defense has been pretty much him.
Roxic needs to use this ult, man. It's been like 6 rounds.
Oh, he also, sorry, I think Crash is still at 25 and 16.
This is why it's like good for teams to have set strats, because it's so rough when you just hold onto an ult for so long. Hero's looking really ready for this. Oh my god, nice shot, bro.
Does he go for this then?
What's he doing?
Does he speed up on it? He fancies it.
Oh my god. Dude, Hero managed to tank one of the bullets with 8 HP, by the way. Must have done like 7.
Who knows how this feels?
Takes all of that space, though. Koala has to just kill everyone, and he's absolutely eating the flash. Sick recovery, though. Dude, Roxic died with ult.
Bringing it back within
Actually had it for
distance.
6 rounds and didn't get to use it.
Now for Fnatic. Still got the operator in hand for Kayak. In a position to do some damage.
I mean, Kayak's normally good for another.
Only 20 HP.
He had a regen shield. Oh, that makes sense.
Angel cleared, no chance.
Xiao,
And now
big
on
flash.
Xiao. Has to face the music.
Big
Face
flash,
the
sure not.
man who came alive in
Kayak, every time he got an op, he got 2. That other round he got 1, he had an outlaw. Crazy. Good turnaround from him. Really good turnaround. And good. I spoke about this a bit on Plat Chat, where he looked really comfy with an op, but sometimes not with a rifle. It's nice that he's just like, dude, let me op here.
Like he was fighting, like, what's the saying? Fighting